week's episode is on
shoes.
And
the reason we're doing it is because we're looking at everyday objects and the
Get your
innovations. Chelsea boot mode today. You're in the trainer, arguably the most innovated object on the planet. Don't kill your feet. Shoes.
Yeah.
It's a phenomenal innovation in the world of trainers, and actually they've now transcended what was just function about running faster on a track to form. Buying UGG shoes for your children is tantamount to child abuse.
Really?
Well, yeah, you see them dragging their heels up.
Okay.
Why are we focusing on objects?
Because we couldn't think of anything else to do.
Yes.
What we do at the Innovation Ramble is look at the world of innovation one subject at a time. So what we're doing now is looking at everyday objects to see if we can take inspiration from how they renovate it so we can apply it to our jobs.
Correct. I thought I knew about shoes, but I didn't.
Really?
As we've unearthed these learnings about shoe innovations, we've found three trends that are coming through. One, partnerships are critical. Two, it's paramount that you experiment. And three, sometimes you're going to have to roll your sleeves up and actually get your hands dirty in innovation. We like tea. Love tea.
Yes. Number one,
partnerships. In the late 1970s, a partnership was forged between Bob Lang, maker of ski boots, and here's the name behind Lang ski boots, and Nancy Green, who was a downhill ski racer for Canada. Prior to their partnership, ski boots were made of leather with laces. They looked much like shoes. They got wet, it got cold. These two got together, and Bob was experimenting with using polyurethane to create a stronger ski boot, so your foot stayed in that ski shoe, and you could provide more power and pace on the turns. And Nancy was part of that team, and she started wearing the prototype boots. They gave her unprecedented control. She went on to pick up an Olympic medal in 1968, world downhill champion. She's now a senator, Bob in Canada, and Bob Lang went on to grow the Lang boot empire. So an amazing partnership coming together and huge personal success for those involved.
2,
experimentation.
Basically, the Nike Flyknit uses 80% less waste in making a shoe because it's made from a single fused piece of yarn that knits the whole shoe. Less waste, less labour, and Tony Bignell, the Vice President of Innovation, basically says that they're working with engineers with doctorates in biomechanics to work alongside graffiti artists and industrial designers. One of the main things that you can do if you want to innovate is experiment with the tools and techniques you have available and that are all around you.
That's the train leaving the station. Yeah.
We'll just have another train. Don't worry about it. We're trying to do a podcast here.
Be on.
Section 3.
3.
Are you fucking kidding me?
1971, Bill Bauman, who founded Nike a couple of years later, was looking for an innovative way to create a really grippy sole for trainers, because the Oregon track and field team that he coached, the track was moving from grass to artificial. He needed something really smart, and he was having breakfast with his wife one morning. They were making waffles, and so he poured rubber into the waffle iron and created the first waffle iron shoe that was sold in 1974, I think. So he actually played with toys in his kitchen, waffle iron, rubber, totally rolled his sleeves up and created a huge global empire.
What you need to do is break the problem you're trying to solve into separate parts and find the people who are innovating in that area. Might be people in your own business, might be startups, but create relationships, network, go out and meet people and find the people who are at the fringes who are already experimenting in the area that you want to solve.
You need to stay curious all the time, even about things that you're not sure if they're going to work. Don't worry if it breaks. You just need to put these things together, put different technologies together, mash them up, and see what happens. 3 great takeaways you can start implementing tomorrow.
Tea.